is 12 noon on this Friday afternoon, March 30th, 2018. News time now for the Peter Channel. New news report on this Friday afternoon, March 30th, 2018. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins, 58 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel. New news report is North Salam acquitted in the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando. American among two members of U.S.-led coalition killed in Syria, officials said. Proven arranged come to deal for energy lobbyist, source said. Israel military kills leads 18 confrontations in Gaza border. Florida shooting survivor. Hogg won't accept Ingram's apology over muck treat. Russia releases Satan II missile test footage. Russia said U.S. tried to recruit expelled diplomats. Russia summons Western diplomats to announce spy RIF expulsions. China envoy tells Moon all sides must advance talks in Korean Peninsula. Texas woman sentenced to 5 years in prison for voting while on probation. Kentucky teachers to skip work after lawmakers bait and switch on pension reform. Kirby John Caldwell, Houston megachurch pastor, indicted on $3.5 million in fraud. Hope Hicks is gone, and it's not clear who can replace her. Walmart said to be in talks with Humana to provide health care. 1 year into Starbucks top job, CEO Kevin Johnson is still has a lot to prove. Tesla looked like the future, now some asking if there's one. Facebook tackles fake news by fact-checking photos and videos. Like that. Stock today up 254.69 at 24,103.11. SP 5 up 35.87 at 2640.87. And Nasdaq 7,063.44 unchanged. China's President Xi Jinping is likely to visit North Korea in July. South Korea and Japan are coordinating on North Korea for a surprise summit between Kim Jong-un and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Russia conducted another test of the Ukraine to balance a summit missile, the country's defense ministry said on Friday. Russia's Emergency Situation Ministry distributed gas masks on Friday to residents living in a landfill near Moscow because of toxic fumes coming from the dump. After months of Kentucky lawmakers grappling with the teachers' retirement issue, a bill overhaul on the state pension system was approved. The weather system that spawned tornadoes in flooded parts of Texas and Louisiana will bring Arctic air and could dump half a foot of snow in the northeast. In Norton, at least 2,000 people were displaced Friday morning after a fire heavily damaged an apartment building at the Norton Glen apartment complex near Eastern Line. The fire, which eventually went to 3 alarms, was reported about 7:15 a.m. on a 2.5-story building at 20 Norton Glen Road. No injuries were reported, and then all the residents were reported out of the buildings when firefighters arrived. The fire destroyed 2 middle apartments of the 6-unit building. No cause of immediately known, and the fire remains under investigation by local fire officials and the state fire marshal's office. The first arrival fire crews and residents said smoke and fire was coming out of the back of the building before coming from the roof. Residents in the nearby apartments said they saw a ball of flame coming from the roof. Acting Deputy Fire Chief John Simmons said they had a really heavy fire both in the interior and the exterior. Interstellar visitor, oh mama, never should have left home, theory said. Saturday's blue moon is also a partial moon for Easter. Doctors don't know why this synthetic product is making people's eyes bleed. One state's novel idea to make Big Pharma paid for opioid epidemic. Peter Chill News Time. 12:01 on this Friday afternoon. Time now for a sports report. Boston Red Sox be taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Game time is 7 o'clock in St. Pete, and Wheaton Lions softball team will have a doubleheader against Smith College. Derek Jeter's first inning and the Bronze Corner didn't go quite as planned. The dynasty that never was at NBA rival C. cracks in Warriors armor, and added the 36-year-old accountant play goalie and the Chicago Blackhawks win. Peter Chill News Time. 12:02 on this Friday afternoons. Time now for a Peter Chill traffic and trends check. Beep! On the MBTA, looking good on the subway, commuter rail, and ferries. Alright, look at the downwards and bowies. First of all, down in Rhode Island, where 95 on the southbound side is soaked in protected and downtown Providence, 146 on the southbound side, lows around Route 95 of downtown Providence, 16 connectors slow before 95 of downtown Providence, 146 on the northbound side, lows around the Selzer Road in North Smithfield, 138 eastbound side, stop and go for the Jamestown stretch, 185 looking good from Providence down to Wareham, out of the Cape, Route 16 eastbound side, lows left to Route 130 in Sandwich, 28 on the northbound side, lows around the border headed towards the Vaughan Bridge, 95 on the northbound side, lows around Route 128 out in Canton, Route 3 on the southbound side, lows on South Weymouth, Suffolk Expressway out, southbound side it is, so over the Dorchester stretch, northbound side it is, over the Dorchester stretch and hit base again between Mass Ave all the way to downtown Boston, Suffolk Expressway, 93 southbound side, so the South Station Tunnel downtown Boston, 128 at the northbound side, so between Ohio City and Needham, Route 9 and Wellesley. 93 at the northbound side, low swap around 128 up in Redden. 393.95, looking good from 128 to the New Hampshire border. 128 at the northbound side, low swap around 2-way up in Lexington. And Mass back on the westbound side, slow between Auburn and I-84 and Sturbridge. Mass back eastbound side, also the Sturbridge stretch. 91 the northbound side, slow between 57 and Agmar, 92, 91 in Springfield. 84 westbound side, also Waterbury stretch. 84 eastbound side, also Waterbury stretch. Westbound 84, slow to Waterbury stretch. 91 southbound side, slow between Route 9 and Milltown all the way to 691 in Meriden. 95 at the northbound side, slow between Milford and New Haven. 95 at the southbound side, also New Haven stretch. 95 at the northbound side, also on the Greenwich and down to Stamford stretch. And up north, Everett Turnpike on the southbound side, also on the National Rancher. And Spalding Turnpike on the northbound side, also on Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And Interstate A789, 91 on the southbound side, also on Canadian upstate New York, Vermont. And on routes 50 and 55. 15 on the northbound side, so some Quebec towards Montreal, and 55 on the southbound side, also on Centre, Quebec. Pure chill news time, 12:04 on this Friday afternoon. Coming out for a weather report. Looking at the radar, satellite luminance shows clouds coming into much of the region with some rain showers around the Cape Downs. Now a batch of rain showers east of Harvard, stretching in I-84 down to Sturbridge and down the western down to Natick. Rain showers from Lexington and down around Melrose. Rain showers from Weymouth all the way up to Hingham and off Hull. And another line, rain showers from Montage, New Jersey, stretching down to Middletown down to Hyde Park, New York, and down around the northwestern portions of Connecticut, and down around west central Berkshires. Rain west of Springfield and rain from Amherst all the way to Athol, Massachusetts, and rain showers southwestern New Hampshire. And rain showers off the Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine coastline. Rain showers north of Silver Springs, south of Burlington, Vermont, and rain northern portions of New Hampshire, and up in the northern portions of Maine, down the southern portions of Bermuda, down the northwestern portions of Nova Scotia. As here we are in the spring soup. It is humid and sticky. It's kind of like the spring soup's version of summer soup. It is in the 50s for much of the region with some 67 in Norwood, 62 in Providence, 62 out in Taunton, and 61 now in Bedford, Massachusetts, was in the 40s to near 50 in the northern New England with a 30-degree reading, and Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, in Norton, it is 61 degrees, humidity 86%, 2.57 degrees, barometer 60s. 7 inches falling soil and wind speed south-southwest at 3 miles an hour. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. For today, showers mainly before 1 p.m. High near 61 degrees. Southwest about 8 miles an hour. Gusted highs 22 miles an hour. Chest spacious 8%. Dew precipitations between the 10 quarter inch possible for today. Showers likely mean for midnight. Clouds got usually becoming pocket. Clouds got about 37 degrees. Northwest about 69 miles. Gusts as high as 0 miles an hour. Chest spacious 0%. For Saturday, sunny skies about 57 and about 39 degrees. Northwest about 8 miles an hour. Shifting to south wind about 6 and 11 miles an hour. For Sunday, the podcast about 34 about 29 degrees. West about 15 miles an hour. Just gusted as 31 miles an hour. For Monday, mostly sunny, podcast skies about 48 about 31 degrees. Tuesday, chance of rain after 11 a.m. Mostly clouds skies about 47 about 42 degrees. Chance ratio 45%. For Wednesday, chance of rain, mostly clouds skies about 56 about 30 degrees. Chance ratio 50%. And for Thursday, mostly sunny skies about 45 degrees. And that is going to be it for the Peter channel. New news report on this March 30th, 2018 on a Friday afternoon. I'm Peter. Hope you have a good afternoon, good party. Hope you have a good day.